Yo, Charlie guys, it's Houston Sports Talk back in the video today. We're going to be talking about one of the most recent NBA trade rumors, as we're going to be talking about Jakob Poeltl and the San Antonio Spurs and a possible landing spot for him. As it was reported not too long ago that the Boston Celtics and the Toronto Raptors were interested in the Spurs center. We're not going to be talking about the Boston Celtics, which I do think could be a potential landing spot. Just don't feel like we want to talk about them right now. But I think the one place that I would love to see him in is Toronto, his former team. The interesting thing about it is the Raptors are trying to make a push for the play-in. If I'm not mistaken, either if they're not the 10 seed right now, they're the 11 seed. I know that both them and the Bulls are 20 and 24. But I don't know who holds a tiebreaker. I think it's the Bulls, so I think the Raptors are the 11 seed at the moment. But yeah, so the Raptors are trying to, not only do they need to get in the play-in, but they need to stay in, which could be difficult. They need to stay in there, and they need to add in some potential talent to try to get through the play-in, because you still got to match up against, let's say that you're in the 10 or 9 seed, you got to face off the 10 or 9. I would assume the Raptors, if they make it through the 10 seed. So you got to face the 9. Then you have to face the loser of the 7-8 game. So I think that the Raptors need to add in something if they're serious about potentially being a threat in the play-in games. So yeah, and that starts with Jakob Poeltl. Is someone they've been interested in, for the whole, offseason. He's a guy who's been very productive, and I don't know if he would be starting for them. I mean, you got Siakam, who's starting at center for the Raptors right now. I can't think of it. Have they been playing, kind of small ball with Siakam playing the 5? I don't think so. Van Vliet starts at the 1, Trent starts at the 2. And then Siakam, Barnes, and OG. Yeah, I think they've been playing small ball, sort of. So they've sort of been playing sort of small ball. Oh, I don't know if I want to call it small ball, because Pascal Siakam isn't really small, but he isn't a center. He's a power forward. So Jakob Poeltl would be the starting center if you add him in. I don't know who comes off the bench. I would assume that Gary Trent maybe be on his way out, because there's a lot of rumors about them trading him. So let's say that the Raptors are trading Gary Trent Jr. in a separate trade. That means Jakob Poeltl comes in at the center. Siakam moves over to the 4. Then OG goes to the 3. No, sorry. Yeah. Scotty goes to the 3, or OG goes to the 2. Either one of those. I think Scotty would be playing the 2. Barnes would be playing the 2. OG would be playing the 3. And then maybe the Raptors get in some nice bench pieces for Gary Trent Jr. I don't know. But what I do know is that here is the trade proposal I have set up for Jakob Poeltl. So San Antonio would receive a 2024 first-round pick, and they also would receive point guard Malachi Flynn, who's averaging a little bit over 5 points per game this season, about 5.1, and then also would receive Khem Birch, who's actually kind of struggled this year, but has not been playing that much at all. So they get 2 nice young bench pieces and a first-round pick. And this is something the Spurs are looking for, is first-round picks. So it's not a bad trade for the Spurs at all. Yes, they're losing talent in Jakob Poeltl, but Jakob Poeltl is an expiring contract, and they're landing a first-round pick. This reminds me a lot like the Rockets trading Victor Oladipo a couple of seasons ago. They got rid of Victor Oladipo because he was an expiring contract. They didn't think he was going to re-sign with them, and they were going into tanking mode just like the Spurs are doing right now, and got some nice pieces like the Spurs would be getting in this trade, and in return also received a first-round pick just like that. So I think that this would be a nice trade for the San Antonio Spurs. It's not. I'm not seeing anything, player-wise right now, but I do think that, as of right now, I think that this would not be a bad trade. Malachi Flynn would, do some decent stuff off the bench. He's not bad. I don't know what would happen with Kim Birch. He's probably not going to play at all. If he does, I would doubt it. And then you get a 2024 first-round pick. You know, why not 2023? I don't think the Raptors are going to give up their 2023. There is a chance they get to land that #1 overall pick. Don't think in any way they will trade that pick to the Spurs, yet alone anybody. So in that case, I think that the Spurs would receive a 2024 first-round pick, which it's not like the Spurs are in a rush. They're going into rebuild, so 2024 first-round pick will not hurt the Spurs. But yeah, so you guys let me know what you guys think about the Raptors potentially going to trade for Jakob Poeltl, get a reunion. I think that it would help them get in the play-in. Probably finishes the 10 or 9. Because Jakob Poeltl is really good. He's averaging 12 points and 10 rebounds. So, yeah, I think this would very well help the Toronto Raptors get into the play-in games. But you guys let me know what you guys think about this trade idea. I don't know if it will happen, but I do know the Raptors are in the top 3 teams interested in Jakob Poeltl, and we'll just see what happens. That's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and let me know your thoughts. Peace out.